Well, we're not edited. This is completely unedited. We're rolling now. And so here we are. Today it's the May tasting of the local nose. And we've got a couple of, today I played Stump the Noses and put 2 Chardonnays, one with a little bit of a blend in it, a blend of something else, in front of the panel, and had them try to figure out what was what, where it was from, and the characteristics. Now, on the one New World selection was a Lens Chardonnay, and it's actually from New York State, and the other was a Côte Champenoise from Henri-Giraud. And I think we stumped the noses a little bit, although, let's see, everybody got the New World, Old World right. So what do you think about these wines? Ying, start it off.
Well, I actually thought the New World was very, very New World to me. For me, it sort of had that oaky, sort of rich, full nose. It had acid, but it felt like the acid was added. You know, so that for me is a little bit of a giveaway that it's a New World wine versus an Old World wine. And it was quite full. I don't know what the alcohol is on this. It's sort of it felt like it was about 14, 13 and a half degrees, which is sort of much more a New World style. 13%. Actually, also a lot of acid added because it sort of comes up mid-palate. The natural acidity, which I found in the right wine, sort of starts at the beginning of the mouth and goes all the way to the back, and that for me is classic natural Old World acidity. I agree with some of my colleagues here that the style was quite cool climate, but it still was quite distinctly New World. The second wine was a little trickier. If you hadn't told me it was Chardonnay, I wouldn't have said it was Chardonnay straight off.
Really? How about you two? Yeah? Everybody says the same? Ed?
Yeah, certainly isn't what I expected from Chardonnay.
No?
The acidity is quite high, and at first I thought it was added acidity, but then after tasting it, it's actually very well integrated and gives it. I know you don't talk about length of acidity, but the acidity does last and gives it a length there.
Okay, Chiwi, what do you think? You were talking about malolactic.
Well, yeah. When I first noticed the one on the left, which is happens to be a New York Chardonnay, I thought it's a very New World style in that sense. What came to me, presented to me, is a very bold, rich, low-tone style of character. But I must say it's pretty well made actually. Good balance. Acidity is a bit rough on the finish. But coming out from what is presented to me, we're trying to put the sweetness of the fruits together with the acidity, trying to balance it. I think they're trying to make pretty good balanced wine. Just a bit of roughness on the finish. I guess it was more of the Northern America, but I think more the coastal region like the Sonoma. Coming back to the wines on the right, I thought it was a very salty, gamey, a bit ham style. It reminds me some new wines coming out from tank, almost just finished its fermentation from Louis and George. Whereby it's very uncharacteristic of a Chardonnay, whereby sometimes they blend a little bit of Pinot Blanc into it. Yeah. So
actually, the grape that slipped my mind just now was Aligote. I was thinking. It actually had a little bit of that Aligote sort of funkiness. So straight up, I wouldn't necessarily have gone for Chardonnay, and gone for some sort of blend or some minor variety. But Chardonnay, interesting, because normally it sort of drowns out most of the grape variety. It didn't in this case. It was actually quite well sort of integrated into Pinot Noir.
Right. So Tim, what did you think? Now you knew that Côte Champenoise because I tasted that with you before, the Henri-Giraud. What do you think?
I think they're better off making good champagne than like Ingo was saying. I think this wine, if I was to taste this blind, Aligote is something which I would really associate it with. It has a very funky aroma, but the acidity was really striking high for this, which Aligote naturally has a lot of it. I would not have thought that this is a full-fledged or even a predominant Chard character to it. Maybe that's why, in general, in Champagne, not many people make Chardonnay as still white because of its very high acidity. For the one on the left, I still very much think, but now that we all know this wine, it's very much heavily oaked. I think to a certain extent that it's a bit masking the fruit flavors of this character. This wine is very much of medium quality. It's not bad at all. It's medium quality, which it has its objective in reaching out to its customers, and that's henceforth this style. I'm not very sure which part of California, or rather in America, this wine would be. But I had almost ruled out it was Australia or New Zealand. But fine, fair wine.
Yeah, well, New York State, and Hui Peng, you pegged it immediately. You said cool climate. You can't get much cooler climate than New York State.
Yeah, I mean, from a wine level perspective, I'm very happy that we have the wines from New Zealand that comes up with sort of star flavors, because it's going to make some of the wine students like ourselves, especially for Insian, when it comes to his master of wine, it's going to have a great time to overcome some of this. Why is this sort of a question?
Yeah, not sharp there.
But I think on the land itself, this particular one from Nimiro, it gives a pretty pronounced cool climate sort of character. Potentially it can come from all the way from the Victoria area of Australia, and it's a big surprise for us to come from New York. But I think it's only fair because we don't get lots of exposure from wines from New York itself, so closest we come towards on the west coast, even though it's in the east. But this sort of is a good news wine style that wine lovers we should sort of cherish. If more and more such Chardonnay comes out in this sort of style, I think it can be good news for us. It's more or less like a dinner wine for me. It can last through the entire dinner period of time. With food, without food, you can always talk about it. Sort of conversational sort of wine. But the one on the right, this one sort of stung me as well. The first note I had, the impression was it's an unfinished wine, because it's sort of bring me back to the cellar where you sort of wash out the floor and everything, and then you get the same sort of aroma or bouquet. This is exactly what
Very
it is.
yucky, yeah.
I can't say I'm sort of crazy about this wine, but the impression keeps sticking to my head. It's an unfinished wine. So I'm sorry whoever carried this wine. It really gives you a very good review on this one. But it's pretty fresh. It's still pretty fresh, except when you put next to each other, and the question that you pose, whether it's a new or old, it sort of kind of compartmentalized my focus into what this is. So I suppose if you asked a different question, I would have looked at this one very differently.
Right. Well, yeah, but what I thought was really, I mean, I guess I would just, out of kind of fun, wanted you guys to taste this and see if you could figure it out. But, the idea that you would have a Chardonnay from New York State, that's pretty far-fetched, as far afield in Singapore. And so I thought that was kind of, and actually for a New York State Chardonnay, I think it's pretty good. Like you say, Jim, it's right in there. It's not an expensive wine, so it's good to enjoy. Anyway, well, thank you all. Next, we'll play another round next time of Stump the Nose.